Julius Productions. Sit down, get comfy, and await your horror. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to my humble abode. Today I will be narrating an original story of my own creation. The Soul Burns, but in what color is the title? Where, let's just say, we will find out the true cost of one's soul. If that sounds interesting, please do stick around. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. And without further ado, let's get started, aight? Hello there. I don't have long for this world. My heart is metabolizing itself. It feels like it's on absolute fire. But I do have a story to tell you. So take it as you may, just hear me out. Watch out for the man on the railroad tracks. You may be wondering why I would advise you against such a man. Well, he is not who he seems. He may seem like a helpless man without a home. However, he is the cunning. He is the one that rules the darkness. He is the devil himself. And all he wants is your soul, and you to agree to give it to him. The way he goes about this is admittedly sketchy. He sits on the railroad tracks, crying his eyes out. And this is by an intersection, so many people would notice him. But for some reason, nobody except you, the person he has targeted, can perceive him. He will be crying, burying his face into the dirt, cursing his luck, just waiting for the train to come by and run him over, according to him. And you, an obviously pure soul, wouldn't let that happen, so he would beg you to do him one little favor and sign a piece of paper. It couldn't be that bad, and it'll save a life. So the purest souls and the most valuable will always sign that contract, agreeing that their souls will be his food the next time he gets hungry. You may be alive for about a month or two, but he will not forget. And when your time is up, your chest will burn. Your heart will catch fire as he begins devouring your soul. You will catch fire. It will burn oh so much. And you will be a lost wayward soul, forever tormented in the lakes of flame down in Hades below. He knows that you don't know the way of the business world of the underworld. So he takes advantage of that. I don't have long. I'll soon become one of his associates. If you wish to save me, sign this contract, dearest listener. Oh, you won't. You're going to damn me to my fate. Well, then I'll have to force you to... Of course. I can't force anyone to sign a contract. They have to do it out of their own free will. You can escape this time. But be careful who you sign papers for. So, you want to know more about the man on the railroad, Well, I can't say you're wrong for wanting to learn more about him. However, we're on a railroad right now. Who's to say I'm not him? Who's to say I'm not the one who will take your soul, the one who will deceive you, the one who will breathe evil into you? Oh, you don't believe in that stuff, Well, that's good to hear. Then let's get started learning about the man on the railroad. You see, he's always been around. He's always been around this world. He has always existed for all of time, fooling humans since the era of Adam and Eve. You could call him the Serpent, Satan, or many other names like Lucifer. But the truth is, he doesn't care what you call him, as long as he gets his meal. What does he eat, you ask? Well, the gruesome but simple truth is, he eats and feasts upon the goodness in people's souls. So while if you do sign your soul over to him, you don't die right away, part of your soul will never return, for the good of it will be devoured. And that means your lifespan will be more than halved, but you will have time to get your affairs in order. However, it'll be harder to get your affairs in order, because all you will know for the rest of your life is hate, evil, rage, and a slew of other negative emotions like pride and all that. You will become the embodiment of the 7 deadly sins. You will be fully corrupted, and you will not be missed when you're being tortured in the underworld below. And while you're being tortured, you will not know who you are, where you came from. You will only have rage blazing through your mind, and you will be tortured until you're nothing but a slave to the man on the railroad's whims. You could call him demonic, but he's so much more than that. You could call him evil, but his goals are much more than that as well. You could call him a businessman, and then you'd be right. He's in the business of getting fed. He's in the business of souls. And he's in the business of making your life absolutely miserable. So I advise you leave this railroad track. He will be here soon. If you don't leave soon, he will find you. Also, I left a little surprise at your home. So run while you can, little fool. Oh, so you decided not to run. Impressive, if not an idiotic move on your end. You must want to learn more about the man on the railroad tracks. The knowledge will come without question at this point, but I think I will indulge you on your absolutely insane request. Now, let's sit down and get comfy, shall we? Because there is a railroad track beginning to materialize. A railroad track beginning to run through. A light is appearing at the end of the tunnel. Although the light isn't quite bright, it is more a bloody red, as if something is staring at you into your very soul. Do you see it? Yes, it's an eye. The sclera is absolute black. Blacker than the darkest night. Now, you may be wondering how anything with such a physiology would exist. Well, the answer's quite simple. He has no soul whatsoever, so must keep filling his absolute void of a heart with the light of others to keep himself alive. You'll be the next offering, no ifs, ands, or buts at this point. However, he is judging you, appraising you, deciding if it's actually worth letting you live a few years longer, if it means he can have a slightly more filling meal out of your soul. Oh, I'm getting a call from him now. Excuse me. Yeah? Oh. Is that so? I'll discuss it with him now. So, the man on the railroad tracks has an offer for you. He is going to offer you the ability to survive for another year, no longer, no less, in exchange for the rights to your entire soul, not just the positive emotions. He wants everything, every last drop. I don't think you'll accept that deal, but will you want to accept the deal? That's up to you, dearest viewer. After this video ends, you will have subconsciously made your choice. And your subconscious choice will be enough of a contract for him to claim his reward off of. I will go fade into the abyss now. However, you must be careful what your mind lays on when this video ends. Okay? And that is the trilogy of the man on the railroad tracks. Does it have any truth to it? Who knows? However, he does exist somewhere within your heart. Even if he isn't real, you will be thinking about it. and whether he has claims to your very soul or not. Have fun with that thought. Please like and subscribe, and he might spare you.